I'm going to show y'all how I have been doing my blasting that seems to be helping with the loose skin on the lower part of my stomach. So every morning when I wake up, I take my dry brush. I usually hold up from about belly button down. I brush in downward strokes and then in, and then from belly button up. And then the same, I kind of make diagonal strokes going in. I have oil on already because I did some blasting before. So I don't want to get the oil on my brush. So I do that every morning as soon as I get out of bed. Now, I'm pretty tall, I'm 5'10". I don't like to put my ball on the floor to blast with. I find it uncomfortable and very unsteady. So I've got Ashley's oil here. Get nice and oiled up. 90% of the time, I blast my stomach with my paddle blaster. So I try to lean while standing and I hit the diamond. So I go angle, angle, angle. You can kind of see from the side, I hit around the hip bone and then angle this way. So I make sure I do the diamond technique for about a minute or two, and then I just kind of lay back on my ball on my bed like this, so see it kind of stretches the skin up for me. Makes it easier to go up and down. I find up and down sometimes feels like it's getting like stuck, for lack of a better word. So primarily I hit the side to side, all the way up, all the way down, and I get pretty low down onto like the groin area when I do this. And then I stand and I pop like one hip out and lean, and I always make sure I go all the way up, all the way down across the obliques. And a little up, down for good measure while standing. I don't always switch to a large clawed tool because I find the paddle easiest to do my stomach with, but if I do, I use my original and I do the same routine. I go in the diamond, same side to side. Doing the up and down with this, I feel like I have to dig in a little more to keep it from like flipping, and I'll lean back on my ball the same way. Down the obliques. And normally when I blast, it's about 5 to 7 minutes. If I'm really feeling squirrely, I'll go about 10. And then the way I finish my blasting is I use my plastic cups and pump, and I always try to find where the line in the skin is. Depending on your skin determines how many pumps you can get out of it, and I try to keep them even, but doing this without a mirror makes it a little bit harder. And I usually go over here into the hip too, where I have dents on the side. And I try to make sure I get all around the low belly area where my loose skin is. And this set of cups I got off Amazon. Ashley has some in her Amazon store that are on there, and I usually just try to fill in the blanks and get as many as are comfortably tight, because after you leave the cups on for a little bit, you'll find that you can almost like feel your muscles relaxing into them a little bit. So I'll leave these on maybe about 3 to 5 minutes. You can usually tell as the skin starts to darken and get a lot of blood flow that they're ready to come off. And then I'll pull the cups off. And usually after I pull the cups off, I take the face blaster real quick and do a flush up, down, side to side, at an angle, especially around the hip bones, and low onto the groin area as well, to flush it out after I take my cups off. And I only do the cups once a week. When I do the blasting, the dry brushing is every day. All right, I hope that helps, and we'll see where things are in another year.